been challenging the last couple of weeks. Has anybody heard anything in the news about what's been going on in the Capitol? Nobody? Nothing? Nobody? A little bit of stuff. So with all that going on, I can tell you it is really a privilege and an honor to be here with you today, to take time to honor you folks. This is what's really important. All the stuff we do, whether people think we're battling at the Capitol or not battling at the Capitol, getting along, not getting along. My mother always accused me of not playing well with others. But all that we do there would never, ever happen without what our veterans and service men and women have done for us.
Right.
So for that, I'm truly grateful. And I normally don't speak with notes. People that know me or see me speak, I always just speak from the heart. But this is so important to me. And there's so many great things I wanted to say, and I wanted to make sure that I got them all in a short amount of time. Another thing that I'm often accused of is nobody's ever called me pithy before. So with that, I do want to welcome you to this great luncheon, and I thank you for attending. And again, I am honored to be speaking with you here today. As you know, we're here to honor our service members and remember them for their sacrifices and for the courage it takes to defend our honor, our duty, and our country. You know, I want to share a quote with you that I wrote down that I heard about 5 years ago on Veterans Day, and I thought, you know what? That is the most poignant thing I've heard, a quote on Veterans Day. And it really meant something to me, and I hope it does to you, and I want to read it to you. It says, and I quote, "This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave."
Yeah.
And that really meant a lot to me. And today, Veterans Day, we're here to honor our brave heroes, to remember their achievements, their courage, dedication, and to say thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. You know, when you talk about heroes and you see the group here today, and those that are here with us in spirit, it just, one can't help but to be in awe of the greatness, the willingness to sacrifice for us. You know, service members, you come from all walks of life, but you share several fundamental qualities. And that is courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity, all qualities that are needed to serve a cause greater than oneself. And to me, that's important. Many of our service members, they didn't ask to leave their homes to go fight battles on a distant land. Many didn't even volunteer. They were called to do a job. They didn't do it because they love fighting. You were called to be something bigger than ourselves. You want to protect our nation, a nation that's given us all so much, and we're grateful for that. You know, since the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, and the Revolutionary War began, folks have been stepping up, walking away from their families and the land they love to serve others. And I can't imagine what that's like, but I can thank you for it. It's a sacrifice that only those of you who have been there and your families can understand. And it's important that we think about the families. You know, we have to make sure we think the families as well, because they're the ones that are left on the home front keeping the fires burning,
Right.
and keeping the family together. And so if you're a family member of a veteran, a service man or woman, thank you so much for all you do, keeping the family together. You know, millions of folks have fought and died on battlefields on this land and overseas, doing it for our freedom, to protect our freedoms. You've given the ultimate sacrifice. And even as we lose troops, there's still more people, men and women, that stand up and say, "I'll serve." We follow in a generation of great American heroes. We thank you for that. You know, it's also important to remember that currently today we have over 450,000 troops deployed overseas. 450,000 of them are deployed overseas today. And they fight so that we can remain free.
Amen.
And that's important. You know, Veterans Day was originally called Armistice Day. Some of you guys may not remember that. But when the war ended, November 11th, 1918, there was legislation that began to honor those veterans. And I'll tell you, the quote was this. This is what the language said originally that started Armistice Day. It said, dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be hereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. But as time went on, and we engaged in other conflicts, World War II and Korea, veterans groups lobbied to have that changed and have it known as Veterans Day to honor all the veterans who have served in all the wars, not just those who served in World War I, but to honor everyone. Honor their service and to honor their sacrifice, your service. And again, I can't thank you enough for that. You know, today and tomorrow, Veterans Day, folks all across the country, we're going to join together and we're going to celebrate all the stuff that has gone into what makes veterans veterans. To honor our servicemen and women. And this is just, what we're doing here at this lunch day is just one small spark in the fire that burns each and every day for the gratitude that we have for our veterans and servicemen and women. Our presence here today shows how much, as Americans, we believe in you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we're here today. We're here to help others heal, to remember, to say thank you. And it's important that every generation, I'm so glad to see the young guys here, the young guys and gals here. I get in trouble when I say that. I'm from up north, we say you guys, and somebody will stand up on the floor and go, you know, there's women involved in this. So it's a little colloquialism, but it's important that you see that. And I'm glad you're here and you did a great job singing. Thank you very much. The thing that makes it hard for me to talk is that when I think back to today as we stand here right now, there's still troops patrolling the mountains in Afghanistan who've walked away from their families, who've given us so much to allow us to be here to eat lunch, to stand here and say anything I want to say, to do anything I want to do. But we couldn't get here today without the sacrifice and the courage that it took for families to watch their family member walk away from the house.
That's right.
For mothers to leave, and fathers to leave their children at home, to travel halfway across the world so we can stand here today and have kids sing any song they want to sing. So, thank you for your service. Take a moment today and just think about those who aren't here. Think about those family members who are saying, yeah, my parents are a hero, my brother, my uncle, my dad's a hero, my mom's a hero. And that's what's important, that we remember everybody. So thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. God bless you, your families. God bless our troops. And
Amen.
God bless Oklahoma. Thank you so much for all you've done for us. Thank you.